Season 5 of Black Ops 6 and Warzone just dropped right now. With that, we get crazy new guns, chaotic new maps, and an epic battle pass, and so much more. We're gonna go over everything that's been added or taken away from this new update. What's going on, gamers? My name's Deaks or Davey, and I've been playing COD for 10 plus years of my life. Now, this is the last season before BO7 officially comes out, so let's make the best of it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and follow me on Kick, where I stream almost every single day at 5 p.m. EST. We're gonna start off with multiplayer, and then we'll move over into Warzone afterwards. So with multiplayer, we get 3 new multiplayer maps, and we get one of them is Runway, we get Exchange, and we get the World Motor Dynasty, which all of these maps look like they're gonna be pretty good maps. This one looks like a destroyed terminal. This one kind of just looks like an open area. This one looks like it's gonna be good for search and destroy. And then this one right here looks like it's gonna be good for pubs, or maybe even, yeah, no, I think this one's gonna be probably good for pubs. Next thing we get to move on to is the new added multiplayer modes. And in this picture, you can actually see one of these new guns that are going to be added. And this is one of the best guns in Call of Duty. I swear on my life. This is the AUG from BO1. And like, I used to use this gun almost all the time when I first started playing BO1 multiplayer. It was this or the Commando, and I always had that gold camo on it. Now, the first game mode, new game mode, is going to be called Aim High, and it's going to be a variation of hardpoint, kill confirm, team deathmatch, domination, and it's going to be where if you hit a headshot, it'll be an instant death. That's an instant kill for you. So I'm going to love to see how that plays out, and should be actually pretty good. That would be a good practice to do for getting your headshots, like getting better at aiming for the head. Now, the next one I know a lot of people are gonna love, and it's gonna be the snipers only mode for season 5. Now, it says hard scope, quick scope, lucky shot, take your pick in the snipers only playlist. And it doesn't matter what you go, you spawn in automatically with a sniper rifle. Equipment, secondary weapons, field upgrade, score streaks, and your dedicated melee are restricted. So it is literally nothing but snipers in this game mode. So that's going to be fun, and I'm going to have to try that out because I don't think I've ever actually like tried out like a snipers only mode in any of these Call of Duties. Even back in MW3, I think I played maybe 1 or 2 games, and that was it. Now, the last game mode that they're adding is called Cranked Mosh Pit, and it's in season. So they're going to be adding this sometime in the season. And it's a game mode where when you get kills, it actually speeds up your perks and activates a bomb timer on your operator. So it's going to be like trying to force people not to camp and force them to kind of rush out and do things. So I think that's going to be a really fun game mode, and I'm definitely going to have to check that one out too. Next, we're moving into the new weapons, and it's not just like actual weapons. We also get a new melee weapon, which you see right here, and that is the boxing gloves, which we'll get into in just a second. But like I was talking about before, we also get the AUG, which is one of the best guns in the game, and hopefully they don't mess this one up before I get to play it. I'm gonna have to check it out, and hopefully it's as good as it was back in the day. And last but not least, we also get an LMG. And this LMG kind of reminds me a lot of Black Ops 3 LMGs, maybe even BO2 LMGs, but BO3 LMGs looked a lot like this, and it looks like this is how this one's gonna play. Now, the new LMG has a fast rate of fire and high lethality offset by low mobility and hefty recoil. So it has a lot of recoil, and you move kind of slow with it, but it also has a fast rate of fire, like a fast fire rate. So you're most likely gonna want to be ADSing on this and kind of walking the map while you ADS, which noob alert, right? But it definitely is gonna get you some kills, and it's probably gonna be pretty easy to get gold on and get the camos for it. Now, the ABR A1, which is the AUG, right, from BO1, is a battle pass. These are both battle pass weapons. And it is a 3-round burst rifle, which it was back in the day too. I know you could change it to where it could also be like a fully auto AR, but I don't know if they're going to have that in this game. And it says it has good handling and power, moderate recoil and range. Oh, and it's configurable to full auto. Yeah, okay, so I just didn't read it there. And it says it right here, the iconic assault rifle returns, with a similar weapon being a fan favorite staple of Black Ops series. The ABR1 combines a high damage output that can drop enemies in tight 3-round bursts with a brief pause in between, almost fast enough to be called automatic. See, and that means like it already, as a 3-round burst, it already is shooting almost like an automatic, because it goes right? Like, so it's already, and then so you put it on full auto, and it's just like you have to be able to control the recoil. But I'm actually really excited to use this gun in the next coming days. Now, the boxing gloves, and I just read on here, and it kind of worries me because it says it has a long range, and I'm wondering how long the range is actually, because Call of Duty has broken a few things in here, and especially melee weapons, because of the long range and how much range it can hit you with, especially like the knives in, I think it was last Call of Duty, which was absolutely insane. But it also has a fast attack speed, so it's fast attack, long range, and it does moderate damage. So I'm thinking maybe it takes 2 hits to kill somebody, or maybe like if you shoot them and then you can hit them. But that long range and fast attack is gonna be something to see. I'm gonna have to look at that, check that out, see what other people are doing. Now next on multiplayer, we get a few new attachments, and I believe it's to the pistols and the shotguns. So let's go through this. And with the 9mm pistol, it's the skull splitter. You get 2 attachments, and it says that bring the power and precision of a marksman rifle to your favorite pistol. And I can already see right here that there's going to be a ton of people that are going to be trying to snipe or use their pistol like a sniper rifle. So that's going to be fun to see. And the barrel greatly increases damage, especially in the head, reducing rate of fire. So, okay, so the fire is slower, but it increases damage. So yeah, people are definitely going to be using this thing like a sniper. That's going to be something to see. I might have to make a video on that. What do you guys think? And it says you can pair it with an extended mag that gives the operator additional ammo for this weapon at the expense of the handling. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be a good weapon to see. I might have to make a video on that. And I lied. This is not a shotgun. This is a PPSH right here. And I guess I could have read that right there. But fire to the beat of your own drum with this SMG attachment that puts other magazines to shame. Manage heat on this high ammo count magazine that excels at spraying bullets in close and medium range. So that's like a super extended mag rate. That's actually crazy. That's actually nuts. The PPSH does not need that. It does not need that, especially because it definitely, as you could tell, like it's definitely gonna lower like the recoil, but it's gonna probably make the rate of fire faster and the time to kill faster. So that's gonna be fun to see. And I can kind of see people already getting mad about this in games, and I'm excited to see what it uses like in search and destroy, and see if I can get maybe make some people mad, you know what I mean, make them rage quit. All right, out of multiplayer, we're now on to zombies. We get the new zombies map, The Reckoning, and we can go ahead and play this right here just a little bit so you guys can see a 1-minute trailer of the new zombie map, The Reckoning. And man, it already looks it looks good. It looks good. My only issue is that, you know, the graphics are just so good in these games that it almost doesn't look like it should be a zombie land. But you get all these purple. I haven't played zombies. I played zombies at the beginning of this year, but I might have to actually check out this zombies map, because it low key, oh my god, what was that? That looks cool as hell. Hold on. I might have to check out the zombies for this map, because this map actually looks pretty good, and it reminds me a lot of like a bunch of different like BO1 maps. It looks like a bunch of BO1 maps that are all combined into one. That might be what they were going for, but I mean, it really does. It really looks like Moon. It looks like what's that one map? Oh my gosh, the one the presidential office one where you can go downstairs into the lab. Like, it looks like that one too. Okay, I might actually have to check that out. I absolutely loved BO1 Zombies. If you loved BO1 Zombies, please let me know what your favorite map in the comment section was, because mine was definitely like Kino der Toten or Call of the Dead. Definitely BO3, best zombies of the entire series so far. We'll have to see what BO7 has to come, I guess. In the new zombies and with that new map, there's also new enemies, and you can kind of see, like, it looks like one of these zombies hopped into a Optimus Prime, and I don't know what he's doing up there, but it's called the Uber Claws and Uber Claws Core. Okay, and this is the secret research and development program of Project Janus appears to have been more evolved than originally thought, developing many more robots in the Claws assembly lab than first anticipated. The greatest of these threats is the Uber Claws, a murderous automaton encased in a toughened, bulky exoskeleton that maintains a cocky attitude, lethal efficiency, and super strength, all directly at newly programmed threats. Okay, so I'm thinking like this is probably going to be more like Brutus and like those kind of guys. It's just going to be probably a little bit stronger, honestly. Enemy takedown tactics are unknown at this point, though combat is likely to be focused on disrupting his heavy shielding and avoiding its melee attacks. So to avoid getting hit by this, you just want to create distance, and you probably just want to have to put a lot of bullets into it. I mean, that's been a theme with this game, especially in zombies, is that you have to use a lot of bullets to get rid of these big bosses. We also get the commando claws, which I guess, yeah, these are do they have jetpacks on? Are they flying? Preceded by a strange red mist, these automated enemies have had their higher functions disconnected and self-destruct sequences activate. Oh, they self-destruct. Yo, that's weird. That's going to be weird. I wonder if it does damage to you when they self-destruct. You probably have to get away from them. That's cool. A new wonder weapon. Okay, so this is what we just saw in that little trailer right there, was the new wonder weapon. And I mean, it looks like a smaller version of the Apothecant Servant. It looks like a smaller version, like a handgun Apothecant Servant. So I mean, fungal, floral, insect traits. That's what this gun's made of. Fungal, floral, and insect traits. Okay. And it impact damage, gravity defying, disruption. Okay. Glowing membranes on the weapon show hints of motion. So when there's something moving around you, it glows up. Okay, that's cool. Dude, that's weird. That's weird. New field upgrade, Mr. Peaks. That's going to be in season. Summon Mr. Peaks to our reality to create chaos as the deadly and distracting bunny busts out the moves and bashes undead brains to a raving disco beat. Once Mr. Peak arrives in your hands, throw this hairy helper into the fray, and he gleefully attracts normal and special enemies. Okay, so this thing is like a monkey bomb. It's like a monkey bomb. That's okay. Okay. And then they also got the major augments and the minor augments with that as well, which, you know, you can read those if you want, but augments are all new to me this year. So I mean, I haven't been playing a lot of zombies. Now, this is what a lot of people are waiting for right here. The anti-cheat. And the anti-cheat, it says right here, is the anti-cheat is built to evolve. We're ramping up our fight against cheaters this season. And that's good because there's been a lot, especially with console cheaters too, with new security measures deploying across both multiplayer and Warzone. So this isn't just for multiplayer. It's not just for Warzone. It's for both. It's for all of Call of Duty. These updates include changes in the Season 5 that lay an important groundwork for our future. And this means that they probably are, you know, they're putting stuff to work, and it may not get all the cheaters, but they're putting it to work to hopefully in the future and in future games and codings, they're not going to have, you know, more cheaters kind of like that. Trusted Platform Model 2.0 is an industry standard hardware-based security feature built into CPUs or motherboards. It helps lock out PCs that have been tampered with from connecting to our game, making it harder to cheat. So they're basically going into the actual system of the computer to check it before, like when you're going to open the game. Secure Boot makes sure a PC can only load trusted softwares when the window starts. Together, these features help us ensure that players are starting the game from a secure, cheat-free foundation. Combined with our existing system, ongoing improvements, and legal actions against cheat sellers, these measures allow us to deliver a more secure and enjoyable experience for everyone. I'm excited to see how that anti-cheat works out. Weapon max, your current level and weapon max level will now be displayed in many locations. And if you couldn't get the monolithic suppressor on the LC10 or the FFAR, you can now get it now. They addressed the issue with that. And now we're gonna go through the weapon adjustments for multiplayer in Season 5. So, okay, so they upped the damage on the maximum range on the Goblin MK2, and they basically upped the maximum damage range and the medium damage range. They didn't really touch, they did touch it a little bit, but they didn't really touch it, if that makes sense. So we'll just have to see, but minor changes with all of these. The Marine SP, we've got updates for the medium range, the medium damage range 2, and the minimum damage range. The ASG 89, we also have the medium damage range 1, medium damage range 2, and the minimum damage range. And the Maelstrom, same thing, medium damage range 2, minimum damage range, all were messed with and updated. They were all buffed. And then going down here for the LMG adjustments, we've got one LMG, the Fing 82, and it's just got the maximum damage range was updated and buffed. the marksman rifles now, the Sarkov, I don't know, there's something. Its maximum damage range is now been buffed. So, I mean, there's a lot of buffs this season that we're seeing. And, I mean, we go from the Sarkov to the DM10 with the maximum damage range buffed, the medium damage range buffed, TR2, the maximum damage range buff, the medium damage range buff. And it's just, I mean, they've got to compete. I guess they're just trying to compete with the main weapons in the game, the main meta weapons, and they're trying to get out of, like, you know, that kind of thing, like which gun is gonna be like the meta, like let's have other people use more guns. Now we got sniper rifle adjustments, and we got the SVD maximum damage range has been buffed, as well as the medium damage range being buffed. So we might have to check out the SVD and see how it does now, because that's a pretty big buff. That is in fact a pretty big buff. So almost 15 meters on a buff for the maximum damage range. So wow. Okay, and then we got pistol adjustments right here, and we've got the 9mm with the maximum damage range just a little bit buffed, and a medium damage range just a little bit buffed. And same thing with the Grakova. We've got a little bit buffed on the maximum damage range, medium damage range, and the medium damage range too. So GS45 also has a buff. It's a minimal. Same thing with the maximum damage range and the medium damage range. And the Strider also has a buff, but it is also very minimal. I mean, maximum damage range, medium damage range. Special weapons, and this is one we have all been waiting for, at least me personally. This is one that I've been waiting for the longest, because it has ruined search and destroy it has ruined most any lobbies. If I had to be honest with you, it has ruined many lobbies. And it says, as mentioned in the opening note, the Olympia is receiving some significant nerfs, which is so good. Thank God. These comes in the form of actual range reductions, as well as a 25% increase to ADS spread, which, thank the Lord. But we're going to go down here, and we see the medium damage range has been nerfed from 7.4 to 6.4. The medium damage range 2 has been nerfed from 14.7 to 11.4. And the minimum damage range has been nerfed from 40.6 to 34.3. So it's not a crazy, oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Oh, they did buff the short barrel adjustments. I still think this gun is going to be too overpowered. I still believe that people are still going to use it because I just don't think it's going to be nerfed enough. But it says sprint to fire improvement increased from 25 milliseconds to 40 milliseconds. So it's going to take you more time to actually pull up the gun, which is good. And ADS speed increased from 50 to 70. So they're definitely doing what they can to like hurt this gun. And the last thing that we really have to worry about in multiplayer is the actual ranked play. And so for ranked play, the setback, oh, and right here I was wrong. It says silver ranked players are not impacted by this. So it's just gold or platinum players. So if you're gold, you go back down to gold 1 or maybe silver. No, I believe gold 1. And then platinum, you go back to plat 1. So I could be, yeah. And then anybody above diamond will be diamond 1 at the beginning of season 5. Now, when they reset your ranks, you will get an immediate, demotion protection for 3 games. And that's just because you're basically starting on a new rank. And then ranked play unlock requirements, which they extended a period of inactivity, may need to win 10 matches to re-qualify. So if you haven't played ranked in a while, you might have to end up playing 10 more games and win them in pubs before you can actually play ranked again, which I guess actually will probably help keep, people out of there that don't really play a lot, which I don't know how I feel about that. I guess we'll just have to see. And yeah. Game Pass free trial accounts on PC will not be able to participate in multiplayer ranked play, which is a good sign because that's usually a sign of like a cheater or somebody. Maybe, I mean, it could be somebody just trying it out, but I don't see why you would want to play ranked play for your first game on here. Ranked weapon camos. Each rank gold and above have a unique rank themed weapon camo that you can earn to show off your rank. Gold, platinum, diamond, crimson, and iridescent start in or above or reach the applicable rank anytime in season 5 to instantly earn the corresponding weapon camo. And I'm excited to see these camos. So, I mean, I'll have to show them to you guys. You get new calling cards as well. The Pro reissue Jackal PDW blueprint. And it's unlocked by winning 10 ranked matches in Season 5. 100 Season 5 wins equals a large decal. Wow, that's fucking crazy. I'm excited. I use the Jackal for my main weapon. So The weapon blueprint I'm excited to get, and it's only 10 matches of rank that you have to win. So I mean, I'm excited to do that one. And then it addressed various stability issues, which hopefully that helps. I mean, we get into lobbies with 70 millisecond, 80 millisecond ping. So I'm hopefully that'll help us get into like maybe sooner zombies. I mean, hopefully that'll help us get into maybe sooner lobbies. Right, and that's everything to do with multiplayer. So now we're going to hop into Warzone. Now, because I don't play Warzone all that much, I am going to try to get into Warzone more so this season and maybe try it out a little bit more. But I'm also, because I don't really get into Warzone all that much, I'm going to go through this a little bit fast. So bear with me. Now, we talked about the anti-cheat before, which is going to be in here, and I'm not going to rediscuss that. The battle pass, the same thing. Battle pass will have 100 new rewards in it, including free new base weapons, new operators, operator skins, weapon blueprints, calling colors, finishing moves, and way more. So, you know, even if you don't buy the battle pass, you're probably still going to get a lot of stuff through it. Now we see the maps, and it says adjusted in Verdansk, but I mean, I'm not a Warzone player, so if you understand this, I'm a little confused by it. But modes, there is a new mode called Stadium Resurgence, and with the action heating up, Stadium becomes the center of the intense resurgence battle. Now you get 36 players, 12-minute time limit, and custom loot pools, custom circle collapses, 7 stages, and public events. That's available starting week 2 of season 5. So that's gonna be fun to see. Everybody in a stadium, and it's resurgence. So I mean, they're gonna be fighting it out. Playlist update. We've got battle royale, solo, duos, quads, Verdansk, resurgence, plunder, Verdansk, all over Verdansk right here. Ranked play, battle royale, trios, Verdansk. Ranked play, trios, Rebirth Island. We've got battle royale casual for Verdansk and research casual for Rebirth Island. So this is going to be exciting to see, especially with the rank play being trios. That's going to be something I'm especially trying to get into Warzone a little bit more. That's going to be something exciting to see. And just talking about that, I want to be more into the ranked play of Warzone too. So they're monitoring closely the evolution of ranked play, focusing on SR curves. And I read a little bit about this earlier, but they are making adjustments to Resurgence HR or Resurgence SR, excuse me. And the SR cap for eliminations has increased to 150, up from 100. So now you can earn more SR for eliminations. Placement SR for first place reduced from 125 down from, or reduced to 125 down from 150. And so, I mean, I guess that kind of makes up for the kills and the eliminations. They want to see who's kind of not camping as much, I guess. And place for second and third has been increased from 75 to 100. Now the changes there are, I mean, minimal, but it's definitely going to be noticeable when you're kind of getting more of those kills and you get higher up SR. The restrictions, the 9mm Damon PM Skull Splitter barrel is now restricted, and the Resurgence Elimination Challenge rewards. You get a sticker requirement increased from 25 to 40 eliminations. Camo has been reduced from 250 to 150 eliminations, and the blueprint has been reduced a lot from 1,000 to 400 eliminations. So that's exciting to see. And then here are those rewards right here, like a lot of those rewards, and these are a lot of rank play rewards too that I'm excited I want to get. And I mean, we're gonna try and get as many rewards as we can. Now, if you in the 5th season of ranked play, you can get these rewards. If you get 5 top 5 placement animated emblem, 10 you get a Warzone ranked play operator, 20 you get a loading screen, 50 spray, 100 charm, 150 spray, 250 camo, 300 weapon decal, and knife blueprint. And just like regular multiplayer ranked, you get the operator skins for Warzone for each rank that you go into. New seasonal first win, charm, usage, 25 evolutions, more rewards. So Warzone has a lot of rewards that I'm thinking that, like, wow, man, you can get a lot. Loot and economy, ground loot, the new season 5 PML light machine gun has been added to your ground loot, which we looked at earlier, that is also in Warzone as well. And that is probably going to be a great Warzone gun. I'm excited to see. Lootable perks updated the pool to include shrouded, irradiated, loot master reflexes, bomb squad, gung ho. The buy station spawn locations have been re-randomized across the map, and so you're not going to know where any of them are. They have officially moved all the buy stations, and I mean, you will know where they at, but they have moved them. So if you're in game and you don't look at this, right? This is where they all are now, and they've moved from their previous locations. They've been randomized. So the satellite hijack, for 1 week only, the satellite hijack contract challenges squads to breach the stadium, which is kind of what we were talking about before, but it's that same stadium, and this is for the first week. They're forcing people to kind of go into that stadium. They're giving them contracts. Like, I'm excited to see. They're really pushing out Warzone content right now. Adjustments to equipment. Spring Mine has been increased damage reduction when prone or diving by an additional 10%. Wow. Players now receive 85% damage reduction when performing these actions. Okay. I could see that. That back in the old days, you could lay down and a bouncing Betty wouldn't hit you at all. Napalm Strike. They're adding in Napalm Strike. Perk visibility and specialist. Those are the adjustments they're making. And one for perk visibility, they're picked up during a match will now appear directly in your HUD. Obtaining specialist is now easier. Pool balls are now arranged on the rack to help you out. So I make it kind of easier to get a specialist perk. The weapons we talked about earlier and drop rate adjustments. Verdansk bottle, they're adjusting the drop rate. Assault rifles now have a slightly higher spawn rate. So you're going to get more ARs, and here's the rest of these spawn rates. They adjusted each class of weapon drop rate. ARs have gone from 30 to 33%, SMGs 20 to 32%. You're going to find a lot more SMGs on the ground now. LMGs have been decreased from 15 to 10%. Snipers been decreased from 15 to 10%. So snipers and LMGs are going to be harder to find. Same with shotguns, are going to be harder to find. Marksman rifles remain at 5%. And pistols are going to be hard to find too. Wow. I guess because you start out with a pistol. But we also have, the new weapons, which we talked about earlier, all three of them. New attachments, which we talked about earlier. Default loadouts, the Enforcer. Kilo replaces the FFAR. Commando, Jackal replaces the Ladra. ABR A1 replaces SWAT, which is the new weapon. Commando, wow. Strategist, PML 5.56 replaces PU 21. Recon, the Frostline replaces the DM10. And AS Val replaces the GPR. Infiltrator, Ladra replaces LC10. Weapon adjustments, and now we're down to the weapon adjustments, and this is medium range has been increased, minimum range has been increased. That's a big increase for those. Aims has been increased across the board. The AS Val has been increased and buffed across the board. The 56 AMAX has been updated and buffed and across the board. Model L has been buffed across the board. SMGs now. C9 has been updated on the maximum range, buffed, and medium damage range has been buffed just by minimal amounts. Not too bad. Jackal has been buffed by minimal amounts as well, and I'm not sure if it really needed that buff, but I guess we'll see. I don't really play with a Jackal in Warzone all that much. The compact, the ADS speed for the compact has actually gone down, and so it's going to be easier to ADS, or faster to ADS on that. Same thing with the Jackal. The Jackal went down on that one too. The KSV now has been increased with the headshot multiplier, so make sure you're practicing to hit those headshots. The Ladra has been increased minimally on the maximum damage range and medium damage range. The LC10 has been nerfed, and it's a minimal nerf as well. So I mean you're not going to see a lot of difference from it, but they also have additional adjustments, which the headshot multiplier was decreased, and the multipliers for the arms were decreased. The lower torso was decreased. The ADS speed was nerfed. So I mean, you might see with everything that's happened to this, you might see a difference with the LC10, which would be good to see because I know a lot of people have been using it. So next, the PPSH has the increase for the headshot multiplier. The ADS speed has also been buffed. The SOG, the lower torso and leg multipliers have been buffed, and the ADS speed has also been buffed. The Tonto, the multipliers have also been buffed for that, but just very minimally. The Marine SP for the shotgun has been buffed heavy with that 40 millisecond difference right there. LMGs, GPMG, PU21, XMG, all buffed right here. And you can actually look here and see that none of them had any nerfs. They were all just buffed across the board, except for this one right here. Actually, their bullet velocity for all three of them. No, that's all buffs. Yep, they're all buffed. Marksman rifles have been buffed, increased, Oh, okay. And then SWAT has been decreased. So just the AEK has been buffed and the SWAT is going to be nerfed, and it's been decreased minimally, decreased minimally, and decreased minimally. So they're all small decreases, small buffs, small nerfs for those. And now we move on to the snipers for Warzone, which the AMR has now been buffed. The AMR was buffed very minimally, but it was buffed. The HDR has been nerfed, and it has been nerfed quite a lot. So most people are probably going to see that in the HDR in Warzone. The LR 7.62 has been buffed and both all across the board. The frost line has been buffed across the board. And now we get special adjustments for weapons, and it's the Siren 9mm, and it has been slightly buffed, very minimally buffed. It's not too much. So yeah, and then a lot general bug fixes. They fixed a lot of the bug issues for gameplay, equipment, ranked play, general, and UI UX. So yeah, not much there for Warzone, and I apologize if I went through that way too fast, but I mean, there's a lot to go through here, and I wanted to make sure I got through all of it here in this one video. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you know, if you have any questions or anything, let me know what you guys think of Black Ops 6 Season 5 update. Let me know what your first impressions are, what guns you're going to use, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Like, would you like to see me try out these new weapons, go over the new nerfs, especially the big nerfs, see how the Olympia still holds up, and in multiplayer? I mean, I might have to check it out. But without further ado, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and check out the rest of the videos on the channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I love you guys. Peace.